What's up, y'all? It's Matthew Canada here, and welcome to this video. I wanted to come share something that was on my mind, and I believe that so many people get stuck when they get started in business, and specifically in a network marketing business. Now, I personally believe that network marketing is one of the best business models out there. And the reason why I believe that is because one, it has a low cost of entry. You are able to get started with a business for anywhere between $200 all the way up to maybe $1,000. The next reason why I believe that it's good is because it allows for you to learn and develop. And as you learn and develop, you're able to make money so you can earn while you learn. Now, what I have discovered being part of multiple network marketing companies is the fact that many people think that network marketing is a get rich quick type thing. Now, are you able to make a lot of money pretty fast? Yes, you are. You have the ability to do that with this type of business model. However, if you do not utilize the proper skills, that is not going to happen. Now, just as there are many different ways for you to build a business, there are also different ways for you to build a network marketing business. I personally decided that I wanted to build my business online, and I believe that there are two ways to build a business. You have offline and you have online. Here's why: you have brick and mortar stores, and then you have online stores. So what I decided that I wanted to do is I decided that I wanted to build my business online. Now you may be sitting there thinking like, well, Matthew, you're building your business online, and why do that? Because as the great saying goes, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And what I've discovered is that there are many people in network marketing who have not discovered and do not understand how to properly build a business online. Now, why is it that I want to build a business online? I want to be able to have freedom. I want to be able to have time freedom. Yes, do I believe that I could go out there and serve many people? And yeah, I do. However, for me personally, working a job, using social media is better for me because one, everybody's on social media. But then number two, it allows for me to leverage my time better, which is why I also believe that network marketing is a good opportunity for many people, especially if you want to earn extra income because of the fact that you can leverage your time. Now, when it comes to network marketing, you have to think about it like a business. All right, you have to think about it like a business. And what I discovered after taking some time away from network marketing, not making any money. I mean, I think the most that I ever made in network marketing was probably $250. But I decided that I was going to take some time off and learn how is it that these people earn hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in network marketing. And what I discovered is something that's very simple, and it's how you grow any and every business, no matter what industry you're in, no matter if you're brick and mortar, no matter if you're online. Every business follows these four steps, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. And when you start to understand how to utilize these different tactics and tools, or once you understand how to utilize different tactics and tools to get the job done on what I'm going to be sharing with you today, you will start to have a lot more success within any business that you have, but definitely within network marketing, especially if you are deciding to utilize social media. Now, what is the first step? Well, the first step is you need to have leads. So the first step is lead generation. Now, what exactly is lead generation? Lead generation is basically having a process where you can consistently have leads coming in without you having to do a lot of work. Now, I said before that these steps work offline as they do online. Now, when you first get into network marketing, your lead generation system is your top 25, your top 100, your top 250, your top 500. Those are leads. So yes, you do need to make sure you go through that process. Now, for me, I've been a part of multiple network marketing companies, so I probably burnt my family out on calling them, because when you follow that process, you getting your leads going. Now, what I don't believe many network marketers actually relay this message for those that are in the business. When they tell you to make a top 25, I believe that they should let you know the majority of those people are not going to sign up. And as a matter of fact, I would even say if you have a list of 100 people, I would say that 10% of them may sign up with you, and it may be a little bit more, but only expect about 10% of them to sign up. So out of 100, 10% of 100 is 10. You're going to have 10 people sign up. Now, why is that the case? The reason why that is the case is because of the fact that the people that are on your list, generally, when you're getting started within network marketing, are your parents, your aunts, your cousins, your uncles, friends that you knew in college, people that you grew up with, and they have a perspective of you from when you were younger growing up. And for many of them, they cannot see you going and starting a business. They're going to say things like, oh, what's this thing that you're doing? Or, oh, you're doing this little thing. Or, oh, what do you know about business? Or, oh, what do you know about that? And they do not understand the fact that you have made a decision to change your life. Maybe you went and you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Maybe you went and read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Maybe you've read Think and Grow Rich, or you listen to Myron Golden, or you listen to Napoleon Hill, or Jim Rohn, or Eric Thomas, or all these people, and you decided that you want your life to be different. And the only reason that your life is not different is because of the fact that you have continuously been operating on programs that you never installed in your mind. Now, I want you to let that sink in. You have been operating your brain. Your brain is a computer, and you have been operating on a program that you never installed. So what do you have to do? Well, you have to go renovate your mind. And when you renovate your mind, and I actually got this from Romans chapter 12, verse 2, you have to renew it. So you have to go and yank all of that stuff out. If you've ever watched some of these home makeover shows, when they go inside to renovate the home, they gut everything out. So what you have to do, which is a process, you have to start gutting all of these beliefs that you used to have. You have to start gutting all of these habits you used to have. You have to start gutting all of the words that you used to use to become a different person. And your family and friends don't understand that. Some of them are going to say, hey, look, I want better for my life. I'm going to go along this journey with you because I want to be better as well. And some of them are going to laugh at you. But you can't focus on that. You have to focus on what is going to help you get to where you want to go. Now, moving on to the second step, or with the lead generation. All right. Before I go on to the second step, lead generation, you have a process where you constantly have leads coming in. That may be utilizing Facebook ads. That may be utilizing social media. That may be, going live on Facebook or Instagram, whatever social media platform. But you have a consistent way to generate leads. This is a system. All right. This is a system. Now, online, going live on Facebook, going live on TikTok, that's a way for you to generate leads. Offline, what does that look like? That looks like you talking to people at gas stations. That looks like you talking to people at Walmart. That looks like you going out and prospecting at the mall. And I believe that so many people get caught up in going out and prospecting that they don't realize that everyone in the world prospects. You are prospected for the job that you have. You are prospected for buying the car that you have. You are prospected for the apartment that you may live in, or even the house. Prospecting happens everywhere. Even NFL players, NBA players that go to college, or people that play sports that go to college, they are being prospected. People are watching them. So what you need to do is you need to start having something going on, which is why social media can be a benefit for people to be watching you. So you can constantly be prospecting, because that's very important. Now, when you go to prospect, you shouldn't just be going out there and say, I'm prospecting because I want people to join my business. You need to be going to prospect to develop relationships. Why? Because there's this saying that says that your network equals your net worth. And for me, I realized that I had to go get some friends. I had to start talking to people that were where I wanted to go, who are also on the journey of where I want to go, because they think different, they talk different, and that's very important. When, especially when it comes to not just in network marketing, but when it comes to starting a business, you have to completely change who you are. So that's the lead generation part. So step number 2, what do we have to do? Step number 2, you have to convert them. All right. So what are you converting them from? You are converting them from a lead, which a lead is basically someone that's raising their hand, saying that they're interested in what you have to offer. Just like if you go through the steps for prospecting, whatever company that you're with, it says, hey, give a compliment. Okay, you give out a compliment. Okay, hey, what is it that you do? Oh, I'm an engineer. Okay, how long have you been doing that? Well, I've been doing that for the past about 10 years. You see yourself doing that for another 10 to 15? No, not really. Well, look, do you keep your options open? That is having them raise their hand. If they say yes, now they become a lead. And when they become a lead, that's when you take them through the process of coming to a meeting and different things like that, or seeing a presentation, whether that's on their phone for a video or coming to the office. Once you do that, now you're converting them. When you convert them, you have basically communicated to them, hey, look, what is the result that you desire? Well, man, I want to be able to spend more time with my family. Well, this may be able to help you do that. Now they've signed up and they are now converted. Once they become converted, now there's another process that you have to go through, which is you must customer ascension. Now, what exactly is customer ascension? Customer ascension is basically people buying more and more of the stuff. Now, in network marketing, customer ascension can be people buying more and more of your products, people buying more and more of your services, people purchasing tickets to go to big event, people purchasing, you know, information that's in the back office, whatever it is. People making sure they're getting to masterminds. People qualifying, that's customer ascension. Customer ascension is going to help you because as you start to take people to a higher and higher level, now they're starting to say, okay, I see that if I desire to really be different, if I desire to be better, this is what it's going to take. I have to invest in myself. I need to get to big event. I need to get to a place where I'm around more people who actually think like me and who are where I want to be, because that's going to be very important. Now, this last one, which many people don't focus on, and I really think this is a big one with network marketing because nobody really focuses on this and they just make it seem like it's a thing that is common, which it is, but you can make it uncommon for your business. And that's customer retention. So when people join your business, what are you doing to help them stay? I believe that so many people get caught up with network marketing and they treat people like a number, that when people come in, they say, things like some stay, some won't, so what, next, all that other stuff. Now, to a certain point, that is true. However, I believe that for you to have people stay longer, for you to have a lower percentage of people, it's called attrition, but you have a larger retention number, you need to build culture. And one of the best ways to build culture that I believe is by doing what you want other people to do. Now, if you are leading someone, if you have a team that you're building, and this is one of the things that really irks me, and I don't think that a lot of people realize it, but there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about the seed and the sower, and it talks about the sower going, and the sower is going to sow good seed. The sower has good seed. Your network marketing business, that's the good seed. You have an opportunity that could potentially change people's lives. You have a product or a service that could help people solve a problem in their life. That's the good seed. Now, the story with the seed and the sower is he went and he sowed the seed. Some of the seed fell on rocky ground. Some of the seed got burnt up by the sun. Some of the seed didn't have a good root. Some of the birds came and got the seeds. And there's all these different scenarios that happen. And then it got to the point and it said, but then some of the seed fell on good ground, and some of it multiplied 30, 60, and even 100-fold. I believe that when it comes to network marketing, so many people focus on sowing seeds and they want an immediate harvest when it's not your job to determine the harvest, and it's your job to focus on sowing the seed. Now, online, that looks like you showing up consistently on social media. Offline, that looks like you talking to people. Now, I want to say this because I know people probably going to be saying, oh, you're telling people to just focus online. You need to be doing both. However, here's my perspective. I can show up online every single day, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, however many times a day that I want. And you may be looking for the views. This is a side note. Stop looking for the views. All right. You are posting content to look for views. You're not posting content to get views. Like, yes, you want more eyeballs on your stuff. I'm not saying that. But in your mind, you need to be posting content that's going to help people. When you find out how to properly market online, which we'll talk about in another video, but when you learn how to properly market online, the views equal people that are interested in that information. Stop posting to get people to join your business. You need to post online to see what people are interested in. And once you see what they're interested in, give them more of what they're interested in. Now, when it comes to, back to what I was saying, people are going to say, oh, you're telling people to just be online. No, I'm not telling you to just be online. However, what I am saying is you need to be online. And you need to learn how to share what it is that you are doing in a way that is going to help people see that you have a solution to a problem that they have. I do prospect offline. And many people probably don't think that I do, but I actually prospect offline. Now, I don't personally always call those people immediately. Why? The reason why I don't call them immediately, or I'm not going to say I don't call them immediately, I do. But the reason why I don't introduce them quickly to what it is that I do is because I want to develop a relationship with them. Not everyone is going to join your business. You got to develop a relationship, see what people's goals are. And honestly, that takes time. Like, think about it. For all the women out there, if a guy came up to you and he said on the very first time, hey, you're very beautiful and I want to marry you. Now, for some people that's worked, but for many people, you're probably going to be sitting there thinking like, what is this dude talking about? He's crazy. I don't even know him. I'm going to leave him alone. That's similar to what I believe happens when you go and you meet people. Like, just get their contact information. Go out to lunch with them. Have a Zoom call with them and just get to know them, because once you get to know them, then you will start to know if what you have to offer is really going to be helpful for them or if it's not. And then both of you all can share, information. Both of you all could be a referral for each other, and now you have a relationship that's built. And don't get mad when people don't want to join your business. Your business is not for everybody. And your upline would tell you that this business is for everybody. No, the business is made for everybody, but the business is not for everybody. Why? Because their mindset hasn't been changed. So these are the 4 steps that it takes for you to be able to build your network marketing business online and offline. You need to have lead generation. You got to have a consistent way of having people wanting to raise their hand to see what it is that you have to offer to solve their problem. Number 2, have to be able to convert those leads. Convert them from what? Convert them from a lead to a customer. Now, once you convert them to a customer, now what you want to do is you want to have things that they can go and purchase more of. Make sure you keep them buying more and more stuff so that they can stay around a little bit longer. And also, when they go and buy more and more stuff, which I didn't realize, when people purchase one thing from you and they have a good experience or a great experience with you, they're going to want to buy more of your stuff. So if you don't have something else that you can provide for them, what's going to happen is they're going to go to somebody else, and now you've lost a good customer. The last thing is make sure you build culture, customer retention. You build culture with your clients, with your customers. with your team members, your business partners that are joining the team. Make sure you build a culture that's going to help them stay longer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, you can go and follow at Canada the Engineer on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and you can also go follow me on Threads, and on Facebook it's just Matthew Canada. So I hope that this video was able to help you. If so, make sure you leave it a like, and I will catch you in the next video.